Have you ever walked into a dealership thinking your car is still worth good money, only to hear an offer that feels completely unbelievable? You maintained it, you changed the oil on time, you kept it clean, and you thought your vehicle should still have strong value. But then the dealer checks the numbers and suddenly your car is worth thousands less than you expected. The question is, why? Why are some vehicles losing value faster than others? Why are some dealerships becoming extremely careful about accepting certain cars as trade-ins in 2026? The truth is, the automotive market is changing faster than ever before. The vehicles that were popular a few years ago are not always the vehicles buyers want today. Dealerships are businesses, and every vehicle they accept as a trade-in is a risk. They have to inspect it, repair it, advertise it, store it, and then wait for someone to buy it. If a vehicle has weak demand, expensive repairs, outdated technology, or a reputation that makes buyers nervous, dealers know they could lose money. And that is exactly why some cars are becoming harder to trade in. Today, we are looking at 13 vehicles that many dealers are becoming more cautious about accepting in 2026. Now remember, this does not mean every single one of these cars is bad. Many owners love them and have had great experiences. But when it comes to resale value, the market decides what happens. So stay until the end because the number one vehicle on this list might surprise you. Before we start, tell me in the comments, what car do you currently own and how much do you think it would be worth if you traded it today? I want to know if your experience matches what many other owners are seeing. Starting at number 13, we have the Ford EcoSport. When this small SUV arrived, it was designed for people who wanted something affordable, compact, and practical. It offered a higher driving position, easy handling, and the SUV look without the price of a larger vehicle. But the problem was not necessarily that the EcoSport was terrible. The problem was competition. The small SUV market exploded, and suddenly buyers had endless choices. Vehicles like the Honda CR-V, Toyota RAV4, Mazda CX-5, Hyundai Tucson, and Kia Sportage became extremely popular because they offered better refinement, better driving experience, and stronger long-term reputations. For dealers, the biggest issue is not only whether a vehicle runs well, the biggest question is whether someone will buy it quickly. A car sitting on a dealership lot for months costs money. That is why vehicles with weaker demand often receive lower trade-in offers. A dealer might look at an EcoSport and think, how long will this take to sell? And that uncertainty directly affects the price. Number 12 is the older Chevrolet Trax. The Trax was created during the time when small crossovers became extremely popular. People wanted something practical, affordable, and easy to drive. The idea was simple. Give customers SUV styling with lower ownership costs. But the automotive world moves quickly. Buyers in 2026 expect more technology, better safety features, improved interiors, and stronger fuel efficiency. Newer competitors have raised the standard, making older Trax models harder to stand out. When someone walks into a dealership today, they compare everything. They are not just asking if a vehicle is cheap, they are asking if it is the smartest choice. They want something that will last, hold value, and avoid expensive problems. When a vehicle struggles to convince buyers, dealers become more careful. That is why some Trax owners may be surprised by lower trade-in values. Number 11 is the Jeep Cherokee. Jeep has one of the strongest identities in the automotive world. When people hear Jeep, they think adventure, outdoors, and capability. But the used car market is changing because buyers are researching more than ever. They are checking reliability reports, ownership costs, repair expenses, and long-term durability before making decisions. A vehicle can have a great brand name, but resale value depends on customer confidence. Dealers understand this. They know that if buyers are worried about future repairs, they may avoid certain models. And when demand decreases, trade-in values decrease too. This is why some Cherokee owners experience a gap between what they believe their vehicle is worth and what dealers are willing to pay. Number 10 is the Nissan Rogue, especially older models. The Rogue became one of Nissan's most successful vehicles because it offered comfort, space, and practicality. Families liked it because it was convenient and affordable, but the used market focuses heavily on long-term ownership. Buyers today are thinking about 5 years from now, not just the day they purchase. They ask questions like, how reliable is it? How expensive will maintenance be? Will it still have value later? These questions influence demand. Dealers pay attention to customer behavior. If buyers become more cautious about a model, dealers reduce how much risk they take during trade-ins. Number 9 is the BMW X5 with higher mileage. This one surprises many people because the X5 is considered a premium luxury SUV. It looks expensive, feels premium, and offers a great driving experience. But luxury vehicles often experience heavy depreciation because the second owner has to deal with the reality of ownership costs. Many people love the idea of buying a used luxury SUV because they can get a vehicle that was extremely expensive when new for much less money. But then they start thinking about maintenance. Luxury repairs can be much more expensive than regular vehicles. A repair that costs a few $100s on another SUV can become thousands on a premium vehicle. Dealers understand that luxury vehicles have a smaller buyer pool. They know some customers want the badge, but others are afraid of future costs. That makes high-mileage luxury SUVs harder to sell. Number 8 is the Land Rover Discovery Sport. There's no denying that Land Rover creates beautiful vehicles. They look premium, they have strong road presence, and they attract attention. But the used market cares about more than appearance. Long-term reliability, maintenance costs, and ownership confidence play a huge role. Dealers know that many buyers love luxury vehicles, but worry about unexpected expenses. If a vehicle requires more explanation before someone buys it, dealerships become more cautious. Number 7 is the older Tesla Model S. Tesla completely changed how people view electric vehicles. It proved EVs could be exciting, fast, and desirable. But older electric vehicles face a unique challenge. Technology changes extremely quickly. Battery technology improves. Range improves. Charging speeds improve. Newer models offer features that older vehicles cannot match. Buyers naturally compare old and new technology. Dealers have to think about battery condition, future repair costs, and customer concerns. These uncertainties can affect trade-in values. Number 6 is the Infiniti QX60. The QX60 offers comfort, luxury, and family-friendly space. But the luxury SUV market is extremely competitive. Buyers have many choices today, and every brand is fighting for attention. When a dealership accepts a used vehicle, they want something that attracts buyers quickly. If customers keep choosing other options, the vehicle becomes harder to sell. That is why some owners may see lower offers even when their vehicle is in good condition. Number 5 is the Jaguar F-Pace. This SUV has style, performance, and personality. It looks different from the crowd. But resale value is not only about design, it is about confidence. Many buyers worry about long-term maintenance, repair costs, and ownership experience. Dealers know these concerns exist. A vehicle that requires finding a very specific buyer becomes a risky investment. Number 4 is the Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid. Hybrid vehicles are becoming more common, but not every hybrid maintains strong resale value. Some buyers appreciate fuel savings, while others worry about complexity. More technology means more systems, and some buyers fear expensive repairs later. Dealers know buyers are becoming smarter and doing more research. When uncertainty increases, trade-in values often decrease. Number 3 is the Jeep Grand Wagoneer. This SUV entered the market trying to compete with luxury brands. It offered a huge interior, premium features, and powerful performance. But expensive vehicles often face serious depreciation. When a vehicle starts with a very high price, losing value can mean losing tens of thousands of dollars. Dealers know that finding the right buyer for expensive used vehicles can take time, and time costs money. Number 2 is the Nissan Leaf. The Leaf deserves credit because it helped many people enter the electric vehicle world. It was affordable, simple, and efficient. But EV technology has moved extremely fast. Modern buyers expect longer range, faster charging, and newer technology. Older EVs can feel outdated compared to newer options. Dealers understand this, and that affects what they are willing to offer. And finally, number 1 is the Maserati Levante. This is the vehicle that represents the biggest difference between buying new and buying used. When new, the Levante represents luxury, performance, and exclusivity. It attracts attention everywhere. But resale value depends on demand. The problem is that the used buyer market for a Maserati is much smaller compared to mainstream SUVs. Many buyers want luxury, but they also want practicality, reliability, and predictable ownership costs. Dealers know that accepting a Levante means they may need to wait for the perfect buyer, and waiting inventory costs money. That is why some owners are shocked when they receive trade-in offers that are far below what they expected. So there you have it. 13 vehicles that dealers are becoming more cautious about in 2026. Again, this does not mean every vehicle here is automatically bad. A well-maintained example can still be a great vehicle. But when it comes to resale value, the market decides. The smartest car owners understand one thing. Buying a vehicle is not only about how much you enjoy driving it today, it is also about how much value it keeps tomorrow. Now I want to hear from you. Which vehicle from this list surprised you the most? Do you own one of these cars? And if you had to trade your vehicle today, do you think you would get a fair offer? Share your thoughts in the comments because real owner experiences help everyone make smarter decisions. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe because we are bringing more car market secrets, vehicles to avoid, and smart buying advice.